So I have a confession. How's it going, guys? Spencer the Machine here. I hope you guys are having a fantastic family day. Welcome back to the channel. Did I say that twice? I don't know. Either way, welcome back. So, today's video is going to be a bit of a touchy subject. Something that I've wanted to get into for a little while, but didn't really know exactly how I wanted to do this video. So today I just said, fuck it, we're going to do it. So, as you can see in the thumbnail, today's video is going to be on the big bad word. You know it, you guessed it, the nightmare of the fitness industry, steroids. And joining me tonight on this discussion video is none other than my father, Wayne Ryker.
What? You have powers.
Yeah, you didn't know?
I do now.
Yeah, I'm Jesus.
Cool.
Jim Jesus.
Jim Jesus.
Jim Jesus.
Nice. Hey guys, what's up out there?
Today's video is going to be on, our thoughts on steroids, and my dad here is going to join me. So, any thoughts to start? Or?
Well, I think the first thing we need to get out of the way, first of all, is that everybody knows steroids are a swear word, right?
Yeah.
In pretty much all walks of life. And what people need to understand, first of all, now I'm not standing here condoning the use of steroids, and I'm not standing here denouncing the use of steroids. What I'm saying is that people that automatically look at steroids as this terrible thing, do your research and find out the truth, okay? They're not what people think they are. If they're abused, like anything in life, you can abuse coffee and have it be bad for you. If you abuse steroids, yes, it's going to affect you negatively. But steroids, as they are not the devil incarnate, okay? You have to understand what they're used for and why they exist and actually what steroids is, which would probably be a good thing for you to explain to everybody right now.
So before we get into this, I want to say this right now. I am not a doctor. This video is solely for entertainment purposes only. So please don't copyright me, YouTube. All right, so first off, let's start off with what exactly, steroids are. So Dad, do me a favor.
Okay.
Can you go get the laptop? A couple seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and...
Stop that. All right, well, first of all, this is all according to Google, okay? So it's Google's fault if it's wrong, okay? But steroids were initially created for medical reasons. They reduce inflammation. That's what they were created for people to recover from injuries and stuff faster.
Yeah.
The side effect that they discovered on that is it enhances performance.
Exactly.
So how do steroids make you bigger? According to Google, it says when anabolic steroids increase the levels of testosterone in the blood, which is basically what a steroid is.
It's
almost
synthetic
like
testosterone.
Yeah. They stimulate muscle tissue in the body to grow larger and stronger. How do steroids work to build muscle? According to Google, anabolic steroids stimulate muscle tissue to grow and bulk up in response to training by mimicking the effect of naturally produced testosterone on the body. Anabolic steroids can remain in the body anywhere from a couple of days to about a year. So that's Google's...
That's Google's summary of it, but Google's. Now, according to 99% of the population, steroids, they're neatly stick in your ass. It's going to make you big and strong really fast, but it's going to have all kinds of nasty side effects, according to the general populace.
Let's get this out of the way first before we even go any further.
Exactly.
Steroids are not muscles in a jar or a syringe or whatever you want to call them, okay? You don't just inject this stuff in you and you become Popeye, okay? That's not how it works.
That's spinach.
Yeah, spinach does that, actually.
Make sure you eat your greens.
Yeah.
Even with the help of steroids, you still need to work your ass off in a gym. You still need to have a consistent diet. They're not just the magic pill as much as people think they are.
As much as there's no magic pill for weight loss, because, sorry guys, but there's not. There's no magic pill for becoming muscular either. Steroids obviously help, but you still got to put the work in.
Exactly. Now that that's out of the way, let's get into what we're really here for, what we think of steroids, what our opinions are. So first off, what are steroids used for in bodybuilding? Well, it's pretty damn obvious. You see the guys on stage?
They're natural, right? The pro guys?
Yeah, Kai Green, all them.
No disrespect, boys. You guys
I love you, dude.
You guys are in one of okay. Sorry, I hate this is your channel and I'm interrupting. By the way, let's get this in now because I feel the need to have to plug myself. If you're watching Spencer the Machine's channel here, make sure to check out Forged at 45 as well. That's my channel. And well, no, but listen though, this is kind of a cool thing because it's kind of, if you become a fan of both channels, it's kind of two completely opposite things. We've got a 20-year-old guy here who wants to become a pro bodybuilder, and it's his journey to do that. And on the flip side, you have a guy that's in his 45th year who's trying to get in the best shape possible. So you get the young guy's view, you get the old guy's view. It's kind of cool. Anyway, what was I saying?
You done?
Well, no, I just, to finish my point I was saying there, is that you pro guys have one of the toughest careers you can imagine. Because people don't understand, to be a pro bodybuilder, it's a 24-hour, 365-day thing. There is an off season, but you still have to do what you got to do every single day.
Now, before you get the wrong idea, this is not meant to bash anyone, so don't get the wrong idea here, guys.
No, but I think it's pretty obvious when you see these guys that there's some help along the way. Because it's not physically possible to get as big as these guys are at the pro level without this. So just want to get that out of the way first. Is that obviously if you're a pro bodybuilder or you're looking to become a pro bodybuilder, it's something that you're going to have to think about and make a decision about, because in order to be at that level, you're going to have to do this.
Exactly. Good. That's out of the way. You done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, you sure?
Go ahead.
You sure?
Go ahead with your own stuff on your own channel, Spencer.
All right, how about I just send you back upstairs then? I'll do it.
Stop that.
Oh yeah? What are you gonna do if I do? I'll do it.
Stop it.
Much better. All right. So, now let's get into my thoughts on this. So, my dad was very, insistent on what the pro guys are doing, which is, let's be honest, it's correct. You see the Olympia guys, they're human refrigerators. They are built like shit brick houses. Those guys, oh my God. But he's right. To get to that level, you do have to get a little assistance, if you will. That being usually steroids. There's this new thing called SARMs. I'm not going to get into that because I don't know enough about it. But I do know a fair little bit about steroids. I'm not exactly Albert Einstein when it comes to this, but I know enough-ish. Maybe. So now you're probably like, okay, how do you know these guys are on gear? Look at the size of them. It's not exactly hard to tell. Plus, if you look up on YouTube, all these interviews with these pro bodybuilders, they will say they have dabbled in this sort of thing. And you're like, okay, why? Well, think about it like this. And I can understand why they do this too. You go to a bodybuilding show, do you want to see a guy who just, looks average? Or a guy who looks like me? Like, I'm in decent shape, for being out of it for a while. When you go to a bodybuilding show, do you want to see a guy who looks like me? Or do you want to see a guy who's going to blow the crowd away? So, they do this so that when these guys are performers, they're there to put on a show. And when you see this show, you're like, whoa. But yeah, let's be honest. Steroid use is, it's a given in bodybuilding. There's no escaping it. Now, what about the guys who are not competing and taking steroids? Well, I got a couple views on that. Just like I said, this is not meant to bash anybody. This is just my honest to God opinion. Now, these are guys who want, depending on who they are, some guys take it for, just to get in shape real fast, and then set it, forget it, done. Don't need them ever again. I can get that. Not going to judge them for what they do with their life. That's not who I am. Then there's guys who do this because they love it, like me. I love bodybuilding, for example. I want to be Mr. O, but I'm content with not being Mr. O. I just want to be on that stage and compete with the greats. That's all I want. Whether I make it to the O or not, doesn't matter to me. I just want to be the biggest, best version of me. And I'm sure there are a lot of guys out there that are like that. Not all of them will compete, so if they want to be the best version of themselves, sometimes they'll be like, okay, I love this. Do I want to take this to the next level? That being steroids. And I understand that 100%. Like I said, this is not meant to bash anybody. That being said, the way I see it for, guys competing, you're competing against guys who are already taking gear, right? Or gear being the common slang for steroids, right? So is it really considered cheating when you're going in a sport where all these guys, who are taking this stuff, is it really cheating if you take it as well? Now, if I went into a sport like, let's say, I don't know, tennis, right? And I take steroids, that's cheating. My opponent is not on steroids. But if I'm in a bodybuilding show, like at the men's open level, it's pretty damn obvious they're on gear. So you gotta do what you gotta do. Like I said, this is not meant to bash anybody. I appreciate all you guys. You guys are like my idols. I love you guys out there. If there's any Mr. Olympia contenders, you guys are my heroes. Just FYI. Love you guys. You guys are awesome. Now, for the average Joe, like just the guy who wants to go into the gym, lose a couple pounds, and, you know, just wants to be fit. It's a great goal. It's an awesome goal. But if you're not really serious about weightlifting, like you're not like a die-hard weightlifter, like I eat, sleep, breathe the gym, yeah. Or you're not going to be competing in a bodybuilding show or anything like that, I wouldn't recommend touching this stuff because, as my dad said before, sometimes it can get abused and it can have negative health risks, which we don't want that for anybody, right? Exactly. So, if you're just the average Joe looking to lose a couple pounds, just stay away from this stuff. Now, it's not really worth it. Plus, from what I hear, it's expensive. That shit ain't cheap. And if you are a bodybuilder or you're a die-hard weightlifter and you've been in the gym for years and you want to take it to the next level, that's awesome. Just please, do me a favor. If you are considering doing this, please, I beg you, do your research. Don't just jump in, stick a needle in your ass, and go ham on those bicep curls. Please, do your research. I don't want you to think I promote any steroid use or anything like that. If you guys do consider taking steroids, that's your choice. That's you guys. Just do me one thing, please. Be careful and be safe about it, because as it was said before, they can have negative health risks. And I'd feel really bad if you guys watched my video and said, "Yeah, let's go fucking juice up," and then drop dead the next day. I'd feel terrible. Please don't do that to me. I love you guys, always. So just do your research, please. Yeah, that's my outlook on steroids. You know, I think if you're a bodybuilder planning on competing at the professional level, something to consider. Unless you want to stick to natural shows, then that's awesome. Push your body to its natural limit. Awesome, dude. Good on you. But if you're considering competing pro and maybe want to compete with those big guys in the men's open, something to consider. Now, I'm not exactly too big on it if you're not competing, but I understand why. People want to take it to that next level. So I get that 100%. So, besides, I'm probably in the same boat, let's be honest. I eat, sleep, breathe this. I love the gym. It's my happy place. I'd probably be in the exact same boat. So, I get it. But if you're just the average guy looking to maybe get in shape or, you know, just don't bother with it. It's not worth it. And now that we're that's my views on it. Let's get Pops back here. Oh, father. There you go.
Oh, now you want me back?
Yeah. So I went over my thoughts on, you know, guys who take steroids, such as bodybuilders, the diehards, the average Joes. I raised my opinions. I wanted to get yours in on this because you're part of the video.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, you know what? Honestly, first of all, I think the thing that you do is you have to be careful taking it. First thing you got to do is make sure that you know exactly what you're getting when you get it, if you choose to do it.
Oh, that reminds me. Shit online. This is something I've been reading up on. I didn't know about this till recently. People all over the internet. No, I'm not gonna go into any sources or anything because I don't know what's what. But you know that people are actually selling fake steroids. People.
Wow.
I didn't know about that recently till.
I can see that there are.
Yeah, it's a lucrative business.
Can I just say, state of your lighting, mate?
Yeah, it's terrible. I know, but
this is YouTube on a budget, right?
Yeah, YouTube on a budget. We're not exactly wealthy, so.
Well, you know, it hasn't exploded yet, so.
Yeah, give it time. It will.
We need you guys for that.
Exactly. But yeah, I didn't know about that until recently.
That's kind of really crappy.
Yeah.
To do, actually.
Exactly.
Selling anything that's fake, trying to market as real to anybody. That's just.
That's dangerous too. Like imagine
it is dangerous.
Thinking you're sticking something in your body, and it ends up being something that's way worse for you.
Yeah.
That's terrible. So be careful out there, guys. If you are considering touching this stuff, like I said, do your research. Be careful. Anyway,
So,
where were we?
well, you were asking my views. I was trying to start to give
You
them.
can go ahead. Now.
Okay. But also know that now, what do steroids do? They enlarge muscles,
Exactly.
right? Your heart is a muscle. So not only will abuse hurt you, but I think prolonged use over a long period of time, especially a lot of it, will affect you negatively. Okay? This is not something, in my opinion anyway, that you want to be on for a very long period of time. Now, if you're someone that's looking at like a pro bodybuilding career or something like that, and you don't really have a choice but to be on the level playing field with everybody else, then just know exactly what you're taking. Take the right stuff. Don't go overboard with it. Get advice from professionals who know what they're talking about with this kind of stuff. I will say this: if it's an athletic endeavor, you're cheating. Okay.
So things like tennis.
Yes. If it's something that has to do with performance, and you're taking this stuff, you're cheating. There's no doubt about it because you are enhanced. So if it's for something that's cosmetic, like bodybuilding competitions, where there's not really an athletic performance involved, and the level playing field is everybody's on the same thing, then again, you don't really have a choice. I grew up watching wrestling.
Yeah.
And those were like the first really big guys I saw. I saw those guys before even bodybuilders.
Exactly.
And that was another thing too. It's not an actual real performance.
No, it's like a show.
Well, it is a show. So these guys were taking this stuff for cosmetic reasons.
Yeah.
And these were huge guys. But everyone was doing it. So in a situation like that, and again, I'm not saying to take steroids. I'm just saying if you are pursuing something like that as a career, and you know that in order to do that, in order to level the playing field, you got to be on the same stuff as everybody else. Then you don't really have a choice if you want to do that career.
Well,
if it's a sport or some kind of athletic endeavor, you're cheating 100%.
Yeah.
Now, as far as age goes, like I'm 45. Well, I'm 44, going to be 45. I've never taken it in my life, and I won't. I just don't think that there's any reason at the age that I'm at, anybody that's like over 40, what reason could you possibly have unless there's injuries or something? What
are your thoughts on testosterone replacement therapy, though?
I don't really know. I don't know that much about it. You know a lot more about that kind of stuff than I do. I just, at my age, I just don't see the need to do anything like that. I'm not entering any contests. I'm not. You know, if you're recovering from an injury and your doctor prescribes you steroids, then obviously you need it to recover, right?
That's what steroids were originally intended for.
That's right. So I just think, A, you need to ask yourself why you want to use this stuff. And I think, B, you have to ask yourself, do you need to use this stuff?
Exactly.
In what you're trying to do. If you don't need to, I don't think there's any reason for you to use it. And if your reasons for using it have nothing to do with competitions or things like that, if you just want to take it to look big, I think that's the wrong thing to do. I think you can still look like $1 million and get big without taking this kind of stuff.
It's not exactly. It's not needed.
No, it's not needed. Like I said, if you're doing it, if it's a profession of yours or a career that you're looking at, and you know that everybody else is doing this stuff, like bodybuilding and things like that, then you don't really have a choice. If you're just the average guy out there that just wants to take it to be big, okay. Again, make sure you know what you're doing and know what you're taking and take it the right way. But I just don't see the need to have to do that. Yeah. To be perfectly honest. It's not something that I think the average person needs. So that being said, I think ask yourself why. Ask yourself, do you really need it? And if the two answers to those two questions are yes, I do need it, and I want to because of whatever, then make sure you do your research, know what you're taking, know how to take it, don't abuse it, trust in someone that knows what they're talking about to help you with this stuff. And just really, really be careful because, like anything out there, too much is not a good thing. Good. Before did you tell your fans to subscribe?
Not yet.
Channel?
No, I
Okay,
usually do it, yeah.
see, what I got like this book here that I.
Fuck's
This
a book?
Yes, this is a book.
Where's the volume?
I'm
Why
sorry.
can't I hear the words?
I'm sorry it doesn't light up.
It's like Audible?
Well, this is see when you listen to Audible,
Yeah.
they're reading these whenever they're.
Yeah.
This is the book. This is really old fashioned, but this
You
book.
telling me I have to actually like?
Yeah, you have to
read?
do. You have to do stuff.
Ugh, gross.
I know.
I'm done.
But see,
Bye.
but see, this book here says you're supposed to tell people to subscribe because it's secrets and
Secrets.
And see the money behind the. You're supposed to tell people to subscribe and hit the notifications every video you do. So you might want to do that before you leave.
It's a good idea. Well, guys, you heard the man. Make sure you smash that like button, hit that subscribe, and I would really appreciate it if you did. Love to have you along for the journey. You done reading your book?
Well, you just have to fucking read.
Bitch, fuck you. As always, Dad, thank you for being part of the videos.
You're sending me away again.
Yeah, and I'm going to send you through the void back upstairs.
Oh, okay, awesome.
You ready?
Yeah,
You sure?
think so.
Ready?
We'll find out.
And that was my dad, Wayne Ryker. If you haven't checked out his channel yet, Forged at 45. Go check that out. Anyway, as Dad said before, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe. I'd love to have you along for the journey. Hit that bell icon so you never miss a notification, and we can, do this together. Now, this is I'm going to end it on, I'll let you guys figure out how this note's going to go. I have a little bit of a confession I want to make to you guys. Now, when I made this channel, I wanted to be as transparent with you guys right from day one. What he's in my life. I want you to see the good, the bad, the ugly. This whole journey we're going to share together, right? So, I want to let you guys in on this. Now, when you see these pictures, I put on a lot of size really fast. Like, it was pretty damn quick. It was, I honestly didn't expect myself to grow that fast. But, I have a bit of a confession. I'm going to show these pictures to you guys first, and then, I'll tell you. These are my pictures of my last video, so they'll probably seem familiar if you kept up with it. Now that you've seen those pictures, there's really no easy way to put this, but I've dabbled into this stuff a little bit. I've tried them. As we said before, this is my journey to the O, right? And to get to the O, you kind of gotta get really big, right? So, as I said, I don't endorse steroid usage. This video is solely for entertainment purposes. But, yeah. This is me. Coming clean. Anyway. Hope you guys enjoy the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay safe. Happy Family Day. Happy Valentine's Day, by the way. Love you guys. Later.